Go for it.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Joe Code. This is Joe Marrese. I am alone today with my notebook is back. Didn't decide to hide this time. Leave my notebook behind here and there. I'm wearing Ross's shirt. Hey, Ross, what's up? Tuggles Timber, even though you told me F you the other day. Just because I picked against woodworking and manly things. Sorry. There's a lot more manly things than that, but maybe not. We could have made a stronger case for woodworking, but I think they lost to football. I mean, it's pretty tough to beat. Yeah. I mean, you got football out there on the board, and I think we're going to be taking that. Just to let you know there. Fun episode last time. I had Mike Menendez on. Love Mike. He's like I always think of him like a little brother. You know, I feel he kind of like resembles me, and him and I got kind of the same vibe. And he just seems like a guy that I knew growing up, kind of a guy. So I like Mike. He's a funny guy. We had good times. And last night, man, I got to tell you, I finally got to do a little karaoke that I've been waiting to do. Ooh. Yeah. Tipped $10. Jeez. Had to, you know, so the guy could frickin' bump me up on the list. Okay. Oof. I mean, whatever. At least I didn't do 20. I'm like, $10, fine. I bet you want to know what I sang.
Yeah, what'd you sing?
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging on that. I did Man Overboard, Blink 182.
All right.
Another Blink song. Yeah, and it's not a tough one. Or, I mean, it is a tough one. It's not an easy one, is what I meant to say. Fast-paced. You got to keep up with the pace in that song.
Yeah.
You know,
it's two different singers.
Well, that's the thing, too. You gotta make up. You got to do Mark and Tom.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Tom's up there.
Well, I could do it. Yeah, because the beginning starts off, you know, so sorry, it's over, and then a couple of those, and then it gets pretty fast. But I pretty much, the crowd was into it. I got a lot of good feedback. People were rocking out like that.
Speaking of the crowd, I'm in the crowd in the music video for that.
Are you really?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they shot at the Belly Up Tavern in Solana Beach in San Diego in 2000, and I was there.
Whoa.
My buddy's actually, you can see him. He jumps off the stage and crowd surfs. But
Can we see you?
Nah, I'm just in the crowd.
Damn, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Did you get paid?
No.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I got sunburnt too, waiting in line for it to go in. So I got less than nothing.
Damn.
I got hurt.
Yeah, you got hurt.
Yeah.
That does hurt.
But it's Blink. What the hell?
Yeah, you got to do it for Blink. Yeah, it was fun to do that song. Getting my karaoke chops in again. Got the bug. I like it. It's fun. Speaking of getting the bug, I'm not sick. I was sick in a dream. Have you ever had that, Aaron?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is so weird. I like, what was it? Maybe 2 nights ago, 2 or 3 nights ago. I was in a dream. I threw up.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, what is that? Get out of my head with that.
Yeah, that's odd.
And then what was kind of weird the next day, like when I worked out, I went up running in the hills and hiking, and I felt a little sluggish, but I wasn't sick. It was weird. It was like that carried over into my psyche. But
or you're just tired.
Yeah, I could have just been tired. Maybe I didn't sleep great.
I've definitely had dreams where like I'm running a lot in the dream, and then I wake up tired because I was running, active.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that took something out of me, but fought through it. Woke up healthy. Yeah, I don't want to be throwing up.
Yeah.
So weird. Great getting up here today. No traffic. It is Monday, also a holiday. Happy holidays to our Jewish friends out there. Yom Kippur, which is the celebration of...
I believe it's their New Year.
Could be New Year.
Yeah.
Or is that Rosh Hashanah?
Now I don't know.
Yeah, well, because they're like back to back.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
But yeah, thank you guys for no traffic. I got up here quick. It was nice. Yeah, today is Monday. This is a Monday recording. So it is September 25th. The episode 118 with Mike Menendez just dropped. So any sort of feedback on that or any kind of updated brackets, I'm going to miss this episode because that episode just came out. I'm recording this Monday afternoon, and you guys really have not had a chance yet to take in episode 118. I can't expect you to just get up first thing Monday morning. Oh, I got to put on Joe Code, even though you should be doing that. Because you can listen to it as early as midnight on Monday, which is still Sunday night for some of you. People like me, yes. I don't go to bed before midnight. You kidding me? Can't even remember the last time I did that. But yeah, so...
That's for audio. They cannot comment on the video until...
Right.
At least 9 a.m.
Yeah, the premiere is 9 a.m. Pacific time for the video. So, yeah, for some of you, that's like 11 or even noon, 10 if you're in the mountains, Arizona, Colorado, that kind of shit. I don't mean shit. Those are nice states. I just, for lack of a better word there. But yeah. Oh, I got to talk about this. I'm going to do this, kind of go reverse here. I want to talk about my This Is Great for this week. Now, This Is Great for this week is a little place I went to called Blackbird Pizza. It's on Melrose. They do Chicago-style deep dish pizza, which we know is not for everybody. Some people don't like it. Some people, oh, it's lasagna or whatever. I don't always want it. I'm not always into it. I like a lot of thin crust pizza. But I'll tell you what, this Blackbird deep dish Chicago pizza was great. And me and my other friend Adam, who's from Chicago, and then our other friend Josh came with us. He's from New Jersey, but he was into it too. We thought it was amazing. And when I ordered deep dish also, I was asking the waiter, I'm like, should we get it well done? Like I usually get Chicago deep dish well done. And he's like, nah, we do the crust pretty crispy. And I took his word for it. And yeah, it comes out. There was a little crunch on the bottom. It didn't get soggy on the bottom. It had a little crunch. The sauce was great. We just did we did meatball as the topping, and this place was great. Blackbird Pizza on Melrose in, I guess it's West Hollywood or Hollywood area. You know, that L.A. mid whatever, like the Melrose fashion district, if you will, or where all the stores are and all that.
Where is it in regards to
It was great.
La Brea?
Yeah, it's between... So it's in between, basically right between Fairfax and La Brea.
That's West Hollywood, yeah.
So it's Melrose and I believe it's Gardner. I believe it's Melrose, yeah, between Gardner and Sierra Bonita or something like that.
Uh-huh, yeah.
But man, were we impressed. I couldn't believe how they did the crust like that. Because, like, in Chicago, when we go to Lou Malnati's, we're like, we have to get it well done. And they just did it.
And some people add extra sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're psycho, like my brother and my sister,
Yeah.
they get extra sauce on there. Yeah, there was enough sauce on this one, too. It was all It was all red on top. Didn't need extra sauce. It was good. We got the fresh basil on it. Ooh. Yeah. We were... Actually, the first place we tried to go to was closed, but I'm glad we got to try this one, because the one we wanted to go to is called Chicago Stuffed Pizza Company, and that's on Melrose. And for some reason, they weren't open. They were supposed to be open. No one was in there. Doors were locked. We looked on Google, like, yeah, they're supposed to be open right now. Nobody in there. Lights off. Doors are locked. I don't know what was going on, but it was nice that we stumbled upon Blackbird, and I'm glad we did. It was damn good, and I recommend it, and I want people there.
It's smart putting deep dish on Melrose, because Melrose has all the like improv theaters and so many improvisers from Chicago.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I don't know if anyone's thinking that far ahead, but I am.
I don't know, but yeah, it's a nice little spot, and they got a little bar in there. Looked like they had some nice beers on draft that I didn't have because I was going to work, but great little spot. And I love seeing that kind of stuff. It's great. I keep doing this where I forget to promote stuff. So, okay, I might as well just say, hey, I hope I saw you guys at the Irvine Improv. Because I'm doing... Because that's happening on this Thursday, which is September 28th in Irvine, California, in Orange County. And I'll be with Chad and JT, Strider, and Kevin, all five of us. I don't think the five of us have ever done a show together.
Yeah, that's...
It's always like the four of us, or like a mixture of, Chad and JT, then maybe it's Strider and Kevin and some other people, but the five of us together. So that'll be a lot of fun. And that, if you're listening to this, well, actually, yeah, when you're listening to this, it has already happened. So hopefully you were following me on social media last week, and you saw my stories that I posted about it. I love how I make myself talk in the past like I'm freaking Doc Brown here. Hey, Marty, the Irvine Improv happened last week. I don't know, that was a pretty good impression, maybe. But yeah, and then also keep a lookout for the show that I produce at the Comedy Store, which is an ongoing show. It's every Friday. We call it the Best of the Door. It'll be 10:30 p.m. every Friday in the Belly Room. That is my show. Last week was sold out. Oh, guess what? Guess what happens when I put my name on things? Things sell out. How do you like that? I also credit our social media guy, Jonah, and my friend Steve, who's making the flyers and all the artwork for it, making the stuff really pop. So all that kind of stuff helps with these show promotions. People want these flyers to pop. So that's every Friday, so I didn't miss that. But Irvine Improv, I should have mentioned it last week. I don't know. I got caught up in, I don't know. I just forget that these things come up. It came up fast, but that's going to be fun. It was fun. It already happened. So, whatever. Hope we saw you there. Put together a nice... Got a new dining table and chairs. Put that baby together last night.
Nice.
Yeah, in like less than an hour. It's so easy to put things together. Like, I mean, people that... Like, if you get, like... If you want help with, like, once you get that and you want the assembly... You want someone to do that? Are you kidding me? They give you all the screws and the Allen wrench, and it shows you where to put them, and they all the parts are lettered A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, went up to I. They show you what connects into what. It's like if you can read and you have hands, you could frickin' put this together. It's pretty easy. So don't be lazy. And all right, here's a kind of a fun joke code this week. My joke code this week is you can be an interior decorator. I showed my friend my work that I did, and with my dining table and chairs, and she's like, "Oh, looks great. It matches everything." Yeah, no kidding. It's very easy to match things. Okay, so any of us who, if you're not colorblind out there, I think you could be an interior decorator. Now, not to knock you if that's your job, but okay, I have like a wooden floor, I've got a black dresser, and I've got like a brick decor, so I got a wooden table, black chairs, and I'm like, yeah, that's how to make your place nice. I'm like, okay, yeah, I did that. I'm like, yeah, I could be an interior decorator. It's not that hard. Just matching stuff with the place that you have, ooh, real tough. Now, I mean that a little bit facetiously. I know you interior decorators, it's a lot more detail and, different rugs and different things to put on the wall. I think that's where I really need I think that's where the interior decorator expertise really comes in, with the walls. Like, Aaron, what are you doing with your walls at home? Putting up artwork? What do you guys have up there?
Yeah, we have artwork, photos, framed photos. Everything's in frame pretty much, unless it's on canvas. Yeah, we even have like rugs.
You got rugs on the wall?
Like not a designer. My wife grew up all over the world, so she has stuff from other countries she's brought back, and
she's lived in other countries?
Oh yeah.
Like, name one.
She was born in Pakistan.
Really?
Yep.
Were parents like army people?
Teachers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. So we have stuff like that on the walls.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I gotta get the walls going. Break the walls down. Sorry, that was Chris Jericho.
Let me ask you something about the dining room table.
Yeah.
How many chairs on this thing?
Oh, it's just a two-top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I got a small place and it's just me.
I was gonna say if it seats 6 in a studio.
No, we're not gonna go nuts. Yeah, okay. Two-top. I mean, they don't. I don't know if they sell tables for one, but I got two just in case somebody shows up.
Yeah, I had a two-top when I had my one bedroom.
Yeah,
it was cool. That's all you needed.
A little two-top. I want to get another little nightstand and a lamp. I'm pretty much set. Not much I could do with that frickin' place. All right, let's get into... I wonder if we can do... I think we can. And then I'll do my This Is Sucks. Why did I say that again? I said that a couple weeks ago. This Is Sucks?
Yeah.
What the hell? What kind of frickin' grammar is that? Shit. We're not editing it out, Aaron.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, it's staying in. I'll make a fool of myself. Shit. All right. Yeah, I wanted to keep going with the Manliest Things bracket. I know we're in the semifinals, and it's just the two of us. If we go into overtime, then we go into overtime.
Yep.
That happens. So let me pull up the email, and I think it's Richard who sent these, and it's like or it might be I think it was Matthew, but obviously he didn't have a chance to update it, but we know who won. Matthew S. and we are in the finals of each bracket. John Wayne Memorial bracket, the championship of that bracket is number 5 seed Garages against number 3 seed Football. And then the Theodore Roosevelt Memorial bracket was number 5 Baseball against number 3 Fishing. I mean, these are some big matchups here.
Yep.
All right, let's get into it, Aaron. I'll let you take the lead on it.
All right, so it's 5 Garages versus 3 Football, correct?
Yep.
I think this is a Cinderella season for Garages. And I think the manliness of them cannot be overstated. I think it's like you can't putter around with football the way you can with a Garage. And that's what dads do.
Yeah.
And men do. Dads, grandpas, uncles. Putter around. Get away from everybody.
I like that, putter around.
Putter around. Go solder some shit. Go tune up the car.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think, as I said last week, I think Garages, this is a team of destiny, it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't see them being stopped. And football, a lot of women are into football these days. I go to the bar to watch the Bears, and I see there's always a lot of women there. Women are in the stands at games. Women are very much into football. There's female referees now. Those women still aren't going in the Garage. I don't see them in there. I don't see... I mean, I'm sure there are some, but I don't really see any female mechanics. The only one I really can remember is Megan Fox from the movie Transformers. Other than that, I don't really know.
When I think realism, I think Megan Fox.
Yeah, she certainly would be a mechanic if she wasn't an actress. So, yeah, football, of course, manliness.
It's a very manly game.
It's a physical game.
Yeah.
They've taken some of the physicalness away. And Garage is just too much going on. There's a full arsenal there.
Yeah.
And
you can kill somebody with what's in the Garage. You cannot kill somebody with a football. You could with a helmet, I suppose.
Yeah, not with the ball itself,
No.
but yeah, I'm going to say Garage is 4-2 to advance to the championship.
Yeah, I think 4-2. Football puts up a decent showing, but it's just Garage's year. Certainly in this side of the
I like it as a 5 seed making the championship.
Yeah.
All right, other side here, Aaron.
I don't have the email open, but I know baseball is a 3, right?
Fishing's the 3, baseball's the 5.
Oh, 3-5 that way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I know you're gonna lean Fishing.
I don't know. I got to think about this here.
I mean, it makes sense. Baseball, there's a lot of sitting and talking and drinking beer, and that Fishing has that too. But Fishing has a little more of a, I wouldn't say barrier to entry, but like, it's not very feminine. And baseball kind of can be. There's tight uniforms. There's finesse. Fishing is like toss your reel out and
Your
pull
rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it a rod too.
Yeah. That's very manly.
I mean, I think I've seen female anglers though on TV.
I'm sure there are.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
I'm an angler. That's a cool name. Yeah, that I mean, even that name's like manly. I'm an angler.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
The guys in Jaws, they're going fishing. That's manly. It's 3 dudes.
Yeah,
exchanging-
who could forget Quint, man?
Yeah.
That guy, before he got swallowed up, he was quite the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess fishing's, damn. What are you thinking?
I mean, I thought for sure this is where you were headed. So, obviously, I can make a case for baseball just because I love it so much. But
Yeah, I mean, that was a strong case for fishing. But yeah, I mean, if you got a case for baseball, I mean we've talked a lot about it, but
the one thing I'll say about baseball is like it's a sport people still listen to on the radio.
right.
And that's, I don't think there's many ladies doing that. I think that's a manly thing to do. Listen to sports on the radio.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, this is tough. I really do love baseball.
Yeah.
A lot of manly things.
Yep. Spitting, scratching yourself, adjusting your jock.
But I feel like you're doing all that when you're fishing, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, if I'm fishing, I'm definitely going to be scratching myself.
Yep. Spitting, cursing. Yeah. It's hard to argue against it, even though I don't personally love fishing myself.
Yeah, I haven't done it in years. I mean, we did it growing up. We grew up by a pond. I mean, I remember my brother won a fishing tournament. Man. So it's going to be garages against fishing or baseball. Yeah, I mean, I feel like fishing. I'm just gonna do like this. Like we're gonna say, hey, we're going on a fishing trip. No women are coming. Say, hey, we're going to the baseball game. Women are probably coming there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say. In a very close match, going to Game 7, I'm going to say fishing wins 4-3.
I can buy that, yeah.
Or are you going the other way and we're going to overtime?
No, I'll go with fishing. I think fishing is somehow manlier.
Yeah, I think there's just a slight edge. I mean, fishing a bit of a surprise. Well, I mean, they were the 3 seeds, so not too much of a surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that championship here. Number 5 seed Garages taking on number 3 seed Fishing. That's going to be a good matchup. Because I feel like a strong case can be made for Fishing.
Yeah.
And I would love to talk about that with a third person for that championship match. So yeah, that was good stuff. All right, and now I want to get to a this sucks for the week. It's not this is sucks, it's this sucks. So this sucks for this week is even Taylor Swift is rooting against the Bears. I can't have this. I don't want to see celebrities getting boyfriends and then rooting against my team. Okay, yeah, you could say she's rooting for the Chiefs because she's, I guess, dating Travis Kelce now. But
Yeah.
I don't care. I took it personally.
That's fair.
Seeing her in the box, rooting on the Chiefs, scoring touchdowns, going up 41-0, and jumping around like it's the freaking Super Bowl. Okay?
It doesn't really need to be covered.
What doesn't?
Her being up there.
Yeah, well, they showed her about 1 million times.
Yep.
You think they're not going to cover that? She's like the biggest star.
Sure, but she's also never going to look like a diehard football fan either.
Yeah. So that was frustrating.
Next week, she's at the game. She's just in a regular seat with like a barrel for clothes. I mean,
Like the Broncos guy?
That's the dude in Broncos, but yeah.
Yeah, get her in the seats. I mean, first game she's in the box. Get her out there with the regular people, get people swearing and spilling beer. You know, give me a break.
I feel like that's more in baseball, where like the players' wives are all in one section. If you have a bunch of family there, they're all in the general population. They're not tucked away in a box somewhere.
Yeah, I like that. That's better. I want them out with the commoners. I'm going to write that. I didn't write that. This sucks. I'm writing it down so I remember this.
Or if Taylor wants to blend in, she's got to paint her face. Wear a helmet with 2 beers on each side. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm a big White Sox fan this week. 6 games left. Cubs are in it right now.
Yep.
Hopefully when I talk to you guys next week, I'll say the Cubs are in the playoffs. They're tied right now. It's basically 2 teams fighting for 3 teams fighting for 2 spots.
Yeah.
The Cubs, the Diamondbacks, and the Marlins. And the Diamondbacks are playing the White Sox this week. Let's go, Sox. The city of Chicago needs this. Do this for the city. Okay, the Cubs need to make the playoffs. We have to have this. As a city, we need to come together on this. Okay? Just beat the Diamondbacks.
It's tough. They're good. And the White Sox are not.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. I mean, the Cubs, I think, just won 1 maybe out of the 6 games they played against them recently. So, we'll see. Let's go, Cubs. Sorry, Aaron, your team is not in it, but whatever, man.
Nope. Hopefully we can spoil things for the Reds. Keep them out.
Who are the Cardinals finishing with this last week? The Reds and who else?
We just finished San Diego, Milwaukee, and Cincinnati. So
all right. Yeah, Milwaukee, they're going to, 1 more game, they win the division, so.
Yeah, they're guaranteed.
I've stopped looking at that.
Yeah.
But
the Padres were surging. We put an end to that.
Yeah.
They're 0-12 in extra inning games.
Padres are?
Yeah,
Wow.
0-12.
Man, they're taking, what are they, taking on the Chargers' identity of losing all the close games? Jeez, that's tough.
Yeah.
Man, if they would have won half of those, they'd probably almost have the wild card. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some of these. Why don't we do... Yeah, because I know we're behind on a lot of stuff. What are we behind on? Comments, Aaron?
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't done any comments in a while. Let's get into comments right now.
Okay.
Because emails I have some, but not a ton.
Alrighty. Let me get those fired up here. Oops. Okay. We got Sean O'Connor on the Chase Bernstein episode. I don't think that's comedian Sean O'Connor. But maybe. Who knows? It says barbecue is better on a burger every time. That was the great sauce debate.
I mean, barbecue sauce on a burger. I mean, I typically don't do that. Like, that's the one meat where I'm like, I could go without barbecue sauce. I think barbecue sauce pretty much works with every meat. But on a burger, unless you're doing like onion rings on it.
Yeah, it's got to have more toppings on it.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to just do a burger with, you know, let's say cheese and barbecue sauce. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah. Alfonso Does Stuff on the same episode says, how are we going to let one of the most cookie cutter, catered to simple people with simple palate sauces win it all? I assume referring to ketchup.
Hey, I agree. I tried to push barbecue sauce through. I was their biggest fan. I coached them up well. And, yeah, it just didn't happen. There were the other powers that be didn't let it happen. That being Aaron and Chase. They didn't want it to happen. So it didn't.
Let's see. On episode 117, Manliest Captain, Lucas D'Orazio says, Joe, you deserve the win on the movies draft for sure. Miracle was a fucking steal and did not get the respect it deserved. Jimmy Craig not taking the test and then standing on his fucking head between the pipes to upset the Ruskies. Sigma. Jack O'Callahan gutting it out through injury. Beast. Herb Brooks just saying fuck the committee and picking his own team. Big dick move on the level of Joe's hog. Best part of the movie is actually super close to the real story, and the more you look into the real story, the better the movie gets. Probably the best sports moment of all time, and the movie doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a great pick at that time. I mean, such a great sports story. And, you know, everything you said, I'm with it. And I also still I will stand behind. Someone was telling me the other night, too, about Space Jam. People talking about Space Jam, you know, in a negative light, okay? Sports movie draft, probably the most famous athlete and maybe the best athlete of all time is the star of the movie. And this is about sports. Michael Jordan. Space Jam. I defend the pick. I don't care about his acting, Aaron. He's not freaking De Niro.
Like,
you know, was he Denzel Washington here?
Jackie Robinson starting the Jackie Robinson story. That didn't get picked. I mean, his acting is bad. It's real bad.
Wait, Jackie Robinson played himself in that?
Yeah.
I never saw that. When did that come out? Like 60s?
Oh, probably the 50s even. I think it's in black and white.
And you're saying he was bad?
Oh, yeah. It's not good.
What was it, like a biography, or it was like there was a story and he's like trying to kind of act?
Oh, it was a biography. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, these athletes can't do everything.
Yeah, that's why you have actors, and they hopefully can approximate what a player, like what the baseball swing looks like, unlike Pedro Serrano in Major League.
Yeah.
It's real bad. You said you wanted a comedy in your list, and I was thinking, like, well, Major League's a comedy.
Yeah, it is.
Sandlot's a comedy. You had comedies already.
Yeah, I mean, there's funny. Yeah, there is funny stuff. Yeah, Sandlot, I guess, is funny. Major League, yeah. There is a lot of comedy in those movies. Yeah, especially Major League. So yeah, that's true.
I mean, you had Mighty Ducks 2. That's also a comedy, really. So.
Well, yeah, it's fun, but
you had 3 of your 6 were comedies.
But I think those are more in the sports genre of movie. But yeah, I guess that's true.
Let's see. Pickle Boy 58 supports Lucas and says, Miracle also has the best pregame speech in a movie I've ever seen. Ultimate underdog speech to get the boys going.
Nice.
That
I like
goes
it.
without saying. Sky God 2000 says, I would follow Captain Joe across the 7 seas, and puts a pirate flag.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go. I'm a leader.
Aiden says, keep up the good work, Joe. Thank you for all you do for all things food, beer, and men.
Thank you. I will keep up the good work.
Let's see. Eddie Castaneda says, question for Aaron. How is your softball team or teams doing?
Yeah, that's a good question, Aaron. Do you have 45 minutes? Because you're on like 7 teams.
I'm on 3.
Jeez, man.
3 of them.
Well, how's it going?
It's weird because we've played 2 games in each league. One team 2-0, one team's 1-1, and one team is 0-2.
There you go, all across the board.
Yeah, and I would not have thought it'd be in that order.
Really?
Yeah. Pizza Party is 2-0.
Okay.
I thought because we had a huge comeback win in game 1, and then won it in the bottom of the 7th in game 2. We could have easily been 0-2. My co-ed team, which was 7-1 last year, is 0-2.
Damn.
Which is we're playing a bunch of new teams and some stacked rosters, and it's
all right. Got some ringers now.
And then my my Monday night team that I don't manage is 1-1, but it's just kind of depends on who shows up. We're also perennial champions, so
that's got to be a little frustrating with the.
Little bit, but I know I'm doing my best, and it's tough.
Okay.
And then he says, question for Joe. Get back on the team, Joe. LOL.
No, I'm good. Maybe if I get a car or something, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think you're done forever, and you got a slick jersey.
Yeah, I actually never got to play in the jersey, so maybe I got to make use out of it.
Let's see. Brandon Tyler does his thing, and then he also says, Joe is a man of passion. He asked me what I thought of ketchup versus barbecue matchup. To my surprise, he was disgusted by the fact that I had to think about it. The answer for more than 2 seconds, he walked away from me. I still to this day haven't decided.
Yeah, I guess I asked Brandon that. I saw him at the Comedy Store a few weeks ago. I don't think I walked away before he answered. I don't know, maybe I did. I'm busy at work, man.
P.S. Don't let him use Don as an excuse for leaving the conversation early. I'm not really sure what that means.
Oh, I think he's talking about Don Barris.
Oh, well, yeah. Don Barris interrupts many things.
Yeah, well, I mean, Brandon, have an answer ready for this kind of stuff. Barbecue sauce versus ketchup. You should know.
Yeah, just what do you prefer? It doesn't. What do you think should win? Who cares? What do you prefer?
Yeah, you don't need it's not an elaborate, you don't have to think about it too much.
Let's see. Tuxedo Lonely says, Joe, any chance you join Chad and JT and NYC for a show this winter? Could be a perfect opportunity to get some NYC inspired Joe Eats. Would love to see your take on a chopped cheese.
I would love to go to New York with them. It's up to them. New York's a great city. I love going there. I love New York, like the shirt says. Yeah, chopped cheese has just entered my life. I've just heard about this. They actually have one at the Naughty Pig.
What is it?
So chopped cheese, it's very similar to the Philly cheesesteak. The difference is it's just ground beef.
Oh, okay.
So it's ground beef with the cheese and whatever else. Yeah, I've heard it's great. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, chopped cheese. Yeah, I guess it is. It started in New York. It's their thing, and
this could be a the spicy soft taco debate, whether the cheesesteak versus the chopped cheese is better.
yeah, I gotta try a chopped cheese. That'd be a fun Joe Eats to do, and I like that name, chopped cheese.
Sure,
it's fun.
Doesn't really tell you what it is, but
yeah, Yeah, chopped cheese. Yeah, because there's freaking meat on it. It's not
Yeah.
just cheese.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious. I'll try it.
yeah.
I wonder if Philly's Best will have it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopes and Dreams 96 asks, can we get a best bracket?
Best bracket. What does that mean?
I think he wants a bracket of brackets. I mean, we could do that. We've had some great brackets. We could put them against each other. Just the topic.
Oh,
basically.
the topic of bracket? Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah, what is this, Inception bracket style? Going deep into it. Yeah, if somebody can construct it, sure.
Yeah, write it up. Hopes and Dreams, we'll do it. Let's see. Having the Crack says, still on Manliest, Captain. Your Irish dog still listening in Malta, lads. Still logging on and clicking like on the YouTube, but have been listening via Spotify as I've been in the office more recently. Keep up the great work. Aaron, I don't have beef with that guy that came at me from the wrong angle. This is his comment fight that he had.
Oh.
And wasn't very polite, which I thought was the whole Joe Code mentality, is to treat others with a bit more respect when conversing in comments, etc. Parentheses, I have watched and listened to all episodes and never said anything negative. No bad blood from me anyways. It's all good.
Yeah, let's try not to go after each other in the comments here. There's really no reason to do that with this podcast, you know.
Yeah.
We're not... I know a lot of this food stuff could maybe hit home with people, but... and it's really controversial stuff, but...
Well, it was him... His fight was over Friends versus Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I remember, yeah.
Oh, hey, Aaron, you see Frasier's coming back?
I just saw a commercial today.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's, I mean, I saw like a little clip of something. It's basically I don't think he's in Seattle anymore. I think he like went to live where his son is somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the son is involved and...
Well, he was leaving, the end of the show, he leaves and goes to Chicago. So maybe
that's it, yeah.
That's where he is. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. It could be interesting. Probably worth checking out.
If Niles isn't in it, I mean, it'd be real tough.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see Niles. I don't think is he in it?
I don't know. I just saw it, so I haven't had a chance to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Niles is in it or not.
It's been a weird day of new things, because apparently Price is Right just moved. They're not at the Grove anymore. So.
Oh, they're not filming at CBS over there anymore?
Yeah.
Where'd they go?
Glendale.
Is there a CBS studio there?
No, they moved to a new place.
Wow.
By Golden Road. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
All things I found out this morning. P. Scholes 18 says, Joe, love the pod. Coder since day one. ... Here it comes, Joe. That being said, you need to take an L on the sports movie draft.
Oh, really?
Rudy at number 1?
Yeah.
That in itself will go down as the most infamous pick since Sam Bowie over Jordan. He misspells
David Bowie? Yeah, he was a good ball player.
He misspells Jordan for Michael Jordan.
No, that's not a good comparison.
You then doubled and tripled down with Space Jam and D2.
Yeah, I defend those.
I think you should be feeling lucky that Aaron was generous enough to give you second place. Speaking of Aaron, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Don't forget it. Take it easy, fellas.
I don't get the Rudy hate. I mean, did you watch the movie? I mean, it's very inspiring.
It's probably not. This guy's probably young, maybe. So
yeah, I mean, Gen Z.
Maybe it doesn't play as
I mean,
well.
they don't even, these guys don't, this generation doesn't know about hard work.
Or if they, or let me play devil's advocate here. If they grew up with Sean Astin as Samwise Gamgee in Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
they already know he's a hard worker. Rudy is not an introduction for them. They're like, this dude puts in the work and saves the day. And then they watch Rudy and they're like, of course. I knew that.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I don't know. He's also in a lot of other stuff.
And I said why I like Space Jam. D2. Okay, yeah. D2, yeah, it's great.
I like the D2.
They're playing for America.
I had no problem
all these
with
different personalities.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Gordon Bombay. Iceland.
Yeah, nobody calls someone else a cake eater as much.
Yeah.
Which I never quite understood.
We should bring that back. It's like a rich...
Yeah, I get it.
It's sold
I get
against a rich...
Let them eat cake sort of thing, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, cake. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could get
are...
some pretty cheap cakes at the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't know that...
That's a sign of like privilege. Yeah,
I don't know that kids are that into Marie Antoinette history. But, yeah.
And then like AC Slater calling Zach Morris preppy. That was another...
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
That's a little more in the zeitgeist than the French Revolution.
Yeah.
Just my thought. Cameron Lyle defends you and says, watch it with that D2 talk, brother.
Yeah.
William E. I don't know exactly what this name is. He gives a time code and then says too much cream. I'm not really sure, without going back and watching it, what that's in reference to.
Oh, maybe me talking about the spicy potato soft taco at Taco Bell. How I talked about if you add sour cream to it, it's too creamy. I think that's what I was talking about. Yeah, because I want to reiterate to people, when you get that spicy potato soft taco, add the steak, add guac. I mean, do sour cream if you want, but that's not my recommendation. It's too creamy. There's already the Chipotle cream sauce on there.
Yeah.
So I believe steak and guac is the way to go. And speaking of Taco Bell, my friend, she found it necessary to send me like a thing on Instagram about Taco Bell and like the chemicals and cancer causing stuff in the food. Like, you think I don't know that? Okay.
You got to live life.
I'm not eating it every day, every meal. Yeah. I do it very moderately. I believe pretty much any food can cause cancer at this point, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not our job to clean it up, it's theirs.
So I gotta eat something. 3 a.m. when I get home from work, whatever.
Late.
Oh, you know what I had the other night? I gotta talk about this. Yeah, a lot of good food I had recently is the Cantor's Deli, which I haven't been to much lately. It's one of those, they used to be 24 hours. It's in that Fairfax district. I don't think they're 24 anymore, but my favorite sandwich there I get a lot is the Matt's Special. And it is just turkey piled high, Munster cheese, which is one of those cheeses that still hits. I mean, if you can get your hands on some Munster, get it. Get after it. It's a great cheese. And then they put coleslaw on it. And it's like, and then it's like grilled, I think, challah bread. I know there's a C in front of that word, but you don't pronounce the C. It's a silent C.
Yeah.
And it's a great sandwich.
Or if you're going to pronounce it, you got to get phlegmy with it.
Yeah.
Challah.
Yeah. Challah bread, yeah. I think that is how they do that.
Yeah, it's probably more accurate. All right. ENP8879 says, what up, Aaron? What up, Joe? Patrick Gregory 4 says, fire up. Love the Captain sweatshirt.
Thanks.
Nico Chavez says, do a bracket matchup with all the movies you all picked to determine the real winner. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
We know how they got drafted. Let's see how they play on the field.
Yeah, true.
Jay's Main says, have you guys ever tried the Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito from Taco Bell? It's on the value menu, and it's always consistently tasty. It's a great addition to an order.
No, I think I always overlook that one. The Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've had that. I've had the Chipotle chicken griller, but not the Chipotle Ranch.
That's probably very close.
Yeah, the Chipotle Ranch sauce. I bet that's good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta stop overlooking that, I think.
Honestly, I get overwhelmed with the menu. I drive up to the drive-thru.
Yeah.
I want to. The one thing about Taco Bell drive-thrus is they don't have a pre-speaker menu.
Yeah, I need to get a glimpse.
I wish everybody did.
Yeah. Get me a glimpse of it before I get up there.
Yeah, or have your menu with much larger text so you can read it from a car length back, so that I can know what I want to have as soon as I get up there instead of having to be like,
yeah,
still reading for a second.
Right.
So I miss a lot of items there, I'm sure.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, and you can only order so much food. You can't order everything, and
yeah. And sometimes you just don't. The description or the name doesn't really tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
You need a photo of it, really.
Yeah, well, that's what's cool about like the food delivery apps is like every item has its description. They tell you what's in the food and what kind of toppings, and yeah. That's why I do like Uber Eats.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Taco Bell app has the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just do that. Just do some serious recon.
Yeah.
Alan Swanky says, what is S tier? S is the highest level in Japan above A. S tier is often used to refer to the highest level of fighter/warrior in many anime.
Okay.
That came up previous episode. We didn't know what the hell it meant. So S tier.
Oh, yeah, and then actually Brandon, our buddy who does the time codes, I forgot he sent me a DM about that kind of stuff, like this new talk, like Riz.
Riz is charisma.
He says Riz is game or the ability to hit on women.
Charisma.
Okay, and then S tier is the highest point on a tier list. S being the best, D usually being the worst.
Huh.
But, all right.
So nobody wants to get on that D tier? Hello. Then we got a... Oh, do you have anything still on that topic?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Sorry. Then we got a randomly generated name here, so I'm not going to bother saying all the letters. Let's see. This is still on Manliest Captain. Ironically, Aaron, I'm a guy that lives near a beach that is wearing a cowboy hat. I'm in Wyoming for a wedding, and the dinner party theme is cowboy chic, and since my girlfriend is from Texas, she dressed me. I also ate at a restaurant called Gun Barrel out here, and I had bison ravioli. Phenomenal.
Wow.
I'm not really sure what we talked about that says you can't wear a cowboy hat at the beach.
Well, you were trashing people that did that.
Did I?
Well, yeah, we were. It was when we were talking about pickup trucks and cigars and like people being posers.
Oh.
And one of the things you mentioned was, yeah, same with people who wear cowboy hats by the beach. when they lived by the beach. Yeah.
I guess.
It was a harmless jab.
I really stuck it to them on that one.
Yeah, I mean, that cuts deep with people. Restaurant called Gun Barrel. Take it easy. We get it.
Gun Barrel. Yeah, that's Texas for you. Bison ravioli, though, I'm into it.
I am too. I bet that's delicious.
I get a bison. If a bison burger's on the menu, I get it because I do enjoy that.
Nice.
Chari B78 says, Joe, I was excited to hear you mention thin crust Chicago pizza. My favorite and what I believe to be the best frozen pizza is Home Run Inn.
Yeah.
Its crust tastes like a Cheez-It. It's topped with a full sheet of cheese. I know Home Run Inn comes from Chicago. Are you a fan? If so, does the restaurant pizza match the frozen version? I want to stop in next time I go to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago thin crust. Don't sleep on it. It's great pizza. And yeah, Home Run Inn. So my biggest memory of Home Run Inn, yeah, we had the frozen pizzas a lot. Those were good. But so my grade school, we had this thing that was called hot lunch because we didn't have a cafeteria. So you'd always bring your lunch. And I think it was maybe once a month or every couple months we did hot lunch. And for a while it was Home Run Inn pizza. And I just remember it being so delicious. It was great. So yeah, I have fond memories of Home Run Inn pizza. And yeah, when you get it like that, I don't know if I've been to the restaurant. There might only be like one of them. And I think it's like out in Schaumburg, maybe, if they're still open. Hopefully they are. Yeah, it's great pizza.
Was it kind of thin with rectangular with cubed pepperonis?
No, it's just they do kind of like a buttery crust. And then it's like sliced like New York style slices.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I remember the crust is a little buttery is their thing, and it's great.
Yeah, ours growing up in elementary school was like rectangular, no crust on it really. Like almost like a flatbread.
Yeah.
About probably maybe 6 or 7 inches long. And then the pepperoni was tiny little cubes. And I think Tony's makes it as close to that as you can get.
Okay. Well, what place was that? Is it
I don't know,
just a thing in San Diego or whatever?
It was just shipped to our school, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Was it good?
It was great, yeah. I've been chasing it ever since. That's why I said Tony's, I think, is close.
I mean, you should call up your school and see what that was.
That takes some digging. Let's see. And then the only real comment other than Brandon Tyler doing his thing to the Joe Menendez episode is from
Mike
Sky
Menendez.
Guy. Sorry, Mike Menendez. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's all in the title. Joe and Mike Menendez. It's all there. Sky Guy 2000 says the cucumber is essential to the bagel to add that extra crunch. Regarding the spinach, I wanted to substitute it for something crunchier like iceberg lettuce, but I'm trying to be a little healthier since I don't normally eat like a degenerate. Last week I tried the sandwich with jalapeno Monterey Jack cheese, and it was incredible. This week I'm going to try it with Havarti, and I'll let you know how that goes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's his bacon bagel crunch sandwich he was talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I get the health thing with spinach. That's cool. You want to get your green vegetables in. Understandable.
I guess. You're in Canada, man.
Yeah.
Pack it on for the winter.
Spinach on a bagel, though. I don't know. That just doesn't seem tasty at all.
I don't know if I want lettuce on there either.
Only if you're doing a sandwich. Like I'll get sandwiches on bagels, like a turkey sandwich. If you're doing that, then it makes sense. But not with just like, I don't know. Maybe with bacon, lettuce. Yeah, if you do like a BLT on a bagel, that could work.
If it's gonna help keep the toppings in the bagel, great.
Yeah.
But I don't need another element to fall out.
Yeah.
fall through the hole. That's it for comments.
All right, great. We got caught up on those comments. That's good stuff. Let me see. Maybe we could do the... let's get into that. I want to get into that next round of the meat brackets. Or I'm sorry, the non-meats on the grill bracket.
Okay.
I want to get into that. And that was from, it was from Richard.
Oh, sorry, you're waiting for me?
Well, I'm going to do the, I'm gonna get the matchups going here really quick.
Oh, okay.
Because now we're in the semifinals of this, and I'm just gonna write this really quick. Western Conference. The first matchup is number 1 corn on the cob versus number 5 Brussels sprouts, and then the next matchup is 2 bell peppers versus 3 asparagus. Good matchups. All right, so let's tackle that, and then we'll do the Eastern Conference. Versus 6 eggplant. Let me just write that, and then it was 2 p.m. versus. Oh yeah. 5 potatoes. All right, got them. All right, Western Conference. So it's first matchup. Number 1, corn on the cob versus number 5 seed Brussels sprouts. These are on the grill. Yeah, corn on the cob, man. I mean, this is a strong one.
Yeah.
I like Brussels sprouts. I like them grilled. But man, corn on the cob when it's got like those black burn marks on it.
Yeah.
Throw some butter and salt on there.
Yeah.
Wow. Tough to beat. Just, chucking that thing in your mouth like. Brussels sprouts are good. You can grill them. You could throw a little bacon bits on them after maybe. But that corn on the cob, the taste is just. It's glorious. Yeah, it's tough. It's going to be tough to beat them in this, at least in the Western Conference. Maybe someone in the East can take out corn on the cob, but I like corn on the cob 4-2 here.
Definitely.
Same, you think?
I could even go 4-1.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I see that. All right, corn on the cob in the Western Conference Championship. And Richard, obviously, I know you couldn't update it because you probably haven't listened to last week's yet. And this is being recorded on Monday, September 25th, so don't worry, you didn't let me down, Richard. Don't be like, oh, I didn't update it. You're good, buddy. It's all good.
Richard, you are no dick.
Yeah. Nice. All right, next matchup is number 2 bell peppers versus number 3 asparagus.
Oof.
Wow, yeah, I really like both of these, man. Asparagus is so good. Bell peppers, though, I mean, you could do so much with them. Put them on fajitas. You could put them on your sausage sandwiches. You get grilling up some sausage. Grill the bell peppers. Throw them on an Italian beef. if you're doing that, if you want to get nasty.
The only thing I'll say about bell peppers is I don't know that the grill is the best way for them. Like on a skillet or something might be better.
I don't know. You don't like that char on them?
I don't need it the way I think. Like, I think asparagus is the best on the grill. That's the best way to do it.
I mean, I like asparagus. I don't know. Sometimes asparagus can be like stringy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think you're leaning here?
I think I'm leaning asparagus, but maybe close. Maybe 4-3.
I don't know. We might be going in overtime here.
Okay.
Yeah, I like bell peppers 4-3.
Okay. Overtime it is.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, we got to have some drama here.
Yeah.
All right. Going to OT. Bell peppers versus asparagus. Okay, now over to the Eastern Conference. Number 1 seed onions against number 6 seed eggplant. I remember Mike last week, Menendez, making a good case for eggplant on the grill.
Sure.
Grilled onions have made many a patty melt a great food item.
See, here again, I would debate whether you would actually mean grill or fried or seared in a pan,
Like raw onions?
or even on a griddle. Because I think you'd lose a bunch of onions if you put it on the grill. On a barbecue grill?
Well, yeah, when you grill it, unless you put it in like a cast iron on the grill.
Mm-hmm. You could do that, sure.
Or are you just putting it, the whole onion on the grill?
Yeah. Or half, at least in half.
I mean, I just don't have enough experience with eggplant. I've got a lot of experience with grilled onions.
But I would be willing to bet that all your grilled onions experience have been done on a griddle. On a griddle, Griddle.
Yeah.
You know, a hot, flat cooking surface. Which is great. That is the best way they are prepared.
Yeah. And I do, eggplant is tasty. Just due to the lack of experience and me knowing how good grilled onions are, I'm going to say onions win 4-2.
Sure.
You think so?
I think both of these are a little bit miscast, but I mean, onions obviously have more usage. They're more versatile.
Now, yeah, it's going to be tough to onions to advance past. We got a number 5 seed dark horse here that could be on the same course as Garages in the Manliest bracket. So we have number 2 portobello mushrooms versus number 5 potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, grilled potatoes are just, they're great.
Yep.
Like, if you get some nice breakfast potatoes with, like, your eggs or an omelet, throw a little seasoning on there. Portobello mushrooms, they're good. I like grilled mushrooms. Those can make a steak nice, put some... But I could do without them. I don't really... I'm not a huge mushroom guy. Grilled potatoes... I could do
I don't think you'd ever say, you know what, can I substitute portobello mushrooms for the potatoes?
Yeah.
It's never happening.
Yeah, it just portobello mushrooms. You're just running into a train that's just rolling along down the tracks here, and there's no stops. Yeah. It's an express train. I like potatoes 4-1, gentleman's sweep.
Yep.
What do you think?
That's my thoughts exactly. I don't think that matchup works for mushrooms.
All right, so in the Eastern Conference Final, we got a good matchup. We got number 1 onions taking on number 5 potatoes. And then in the Western Conference, it's going to be number 1 corn on the cob against the winner that is undecided yet versus asparagus and bell peppers. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. We're going to have a tiebreaker. Someone come in to break that tie. Who will it be? We'll see who that guest is. They are undetermined at this point. All right, we just got just about ready to wrap it up here. Let me just make sure if there's anything on my list here that I wanted to get to, but didn't really get to the emails, guys. We'll get caught up on those. I know we had a bunch of comments to do. Emails I'll get caught up on next week because there's still some I haven't read, but not many. But I will get to those. And then just remember, keep sending those emails. Email me at joecodepodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget you can book me on Cameo. Love to do a fun video for you guys. Join the Patreon if you want to support the podcast financially. Just $2 a month. There's no tax or anything like that. It's just $2 flat rate. No shipping and handling fees. So really appreciate that. And guys, keep commenting and liking the podcast on YouTube. All that stuff helps the algorithm. And subscribe to Joe Code Podcast YouTube channel if you haven't. Really appreciate that as well, guys. So yeah, please do all of that. Let me see if we could do maybe one quick email. See if there's a Hello Joe Code Podcast team. No, not this one. There's no team. It's me and Aaron. Aaron's. Yeah, I guess, okay, then I guess it's a team. All right, here we go. Let's do, all right, I'll do this one from Cameron really quick. This sucks for the week. This is back on the draft stuff. Hey, Joe, my this sucks for the week is Aaron for not picking you in the sports draft. Your picks were better by a freaking mile. I mean, what are we doing here? The D2 pick at the end made me cream so hard. Nice. Thanks for creaming. No, I mean, I know Chris had a good... Chris's picks were solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I get Aaron picking that, so... No problem. No problem there. All right. Yeah, I forgot we have this Aaron's bracket as well. That's going to be one we got to get to also.
Oh, yeah.
All the Aarons. That's fun. All right, let's end it on a nice food email really quick, and then we're out of here. This is from Greg from Minnesota. What up, Joe and Aaron? Writing you... Yeah, I don't think I did this one. What up, Joe and Aaron? Writing to you about an elite dip only fellow Minnesotans, Wisconsinites, and Iowans know about. Where's frickin' Illinois in that? Get it in there. It's called Top the Tater, and it is a sour cream chive onion dip. Oh, man. Goes well with potato chips on chili, tater tot hot dish, a Midwest staple, baked potato, or just about any potato-forward dish. There's also rumblings of an expansion. A quick Google will tell you the brand recently appeared in the Chicago market.
Ooh.
You'll have to try when you're home. I've attached a photo for your enjoyment. Yeah, I like from Mid-America Farms, top the tater, sour cream dip, chive and onion. If people want to see this.
Let me see if I can get the photo. Who's it from?
Greg from Minnesota.
Okay. I got it. I'll bring it up over here.
Mid-America Farms. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Sour cream dip with chive and onion? Are you freaking kidding me? Where's this been? Gosh, it's so ridiculous. I mean, freaking Wisconsin and Minnesota and Iowa, where you guys hogging that? Give it to me. Pretty ridiculous. They're hogging that. But it's good stuff. That's right, Aaron. You need to put it up on the screen.
There we go. Here we go. Sometimes it just, when it comes to us, it's rotated. And,
Oh, yeah.
or the software I'm using rotates it for no reason. Boom.
Yeah, there it is.
Tater. I'm into it.
The original top the tater. I've never heard of this, and it's really ridiculous.
Yeah. Family size.
Yeah, you gotta go family size. I mean, because if you get a regular size, you're gonna eat that in one sitting, probably.
Yeah.
Wow. Great stuff, Greg from Minnesota. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't know about that. I want it. I dip Ruffles in that, amongst other things. But great stuff. That's it. Episode 119 of Joe Code. And emails will be read next time. Appreciate you guys writing in. And again, with the brackets, guys, I still have so many. I'm trying to tackle like 2 per episode and get caught up with those. I've still got like 4 or 5 more to do to get into once I finish these manliest and non-meat ones. So guys, hold off for a couple weeks on sending in more brackets. But I love it. I love that you guys are into it and sending them in. They're fun. You know, it's good friendly competition here.
Sure.
So we love it. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you for being fans. Appreciate you guys listening and watching every week. Yeah, don't forget, subscribe to that Joe Code Podcast YouTube channel. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you. This is Joe Code. I'm Joe Marrese.